And now, your KOLO 8 First Alert Weather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Thompson.
You get busy and the daffodil world just passes you by. Anne-Marie sent me this picture. I fell in love with it immediately. I said, that must be a lily or something. She said, no, it's a daffodil, but it's a split cup daffodil. So there is a cup or a trumpet in the center, but it is split and pinned back against the other petals. So it has a double, almost lily-like appearance. And then that color is just unbelievable. It looks like a dollop of ice cream. Anyway, Anne-Marie, that is absolutely phenomenal. What a beautiful daffodil. And we continue to celebrate this amazing flower. It is erupting across the Truckee Meadows. It was a beautiful weekend and a warm one, and the warmest temperature to date in Reno, Nevada, 2021 came on Saturday with 78 degrees. The wind, as you can see, got a little bit gustier each day. Good Friday, 23, then 27 Saturday, then a gust of 38 yesterday. And then we had our cool down today. It can get a lot warmer in April, we know that. 1989 was a good example. We had record highs set all week starting on the 5th, and on that date, 82 degrees at the airport in Reno. So far, some wind today, and this came with the cool down. Most of these peak gusts, at least for the western half of the Silver State, came this morning with the arrival of a cold front that brought rain right when I was taking the kids to school. So I said, you know what? We're going to drop you off today. We're not going to walk in this stuff. It was pretty chilly. The wind was blowing, some rain was coming with it, horizontal rain. It only rained for maybe 8 minutes out at my house in West Reno. And now we've got a beautiful afternoon, but it is cooler, and with the wind, 60s feel a little bit cooler, especially in the wind or in the shade or both. So just keep that in mind through this evening. It is 63 right now in our capital city. It is 68 in Fallon. So we had those upper 70s over the weekend. Now temperatures backing off just a bit. Still getting quite a bit of wind out across central and eastern Nevada. This is in association with a brush-by system, an area of low pressure dropping into north central Nevada last night into this morning, driving a cold front back down through the western part of the Silver State to mid-late morning, and now sliding through eastern Nevada, and that's where we find some showers, and that's where we find most of the wind. And you still see some red here, but this wind will quickly diminish once we hit sunset and into the overnight, especially across the Sierra Front in western Nevada. We did have some areas of blowing dust earlier, and there was a blowing dust advisory from the National Weather Service that expired early because it hasn't really come together. A little bit of blowing dust, but nothing that would really be a big problem, widespread blowing dust in the basin and range. So they've pulled down, the National Weather Service has pulled down that advisory. Still some showers in Elko County, and don't be surprised if you see a little bit of light snow. I don't expect any problems here. And the showers, most of them crossing the Rubies, and quickly they will move out of the Silver State through this evening as this low starts to move out of the Silver State this evening, and high pressure will move right over the region. But again, this is kind of a flat ridge, meaning it's not going to amplify and build over the west coast and block everything, but rather it'll be kind of a hybrid weather situation with the ridge kind of dropping south and still active weather in the Pacific Northwest. So we're kind of between these two features, and so that'll keep a westerly flow. That means afternoons and evenings, expect a good Washoe zephyr each afternoon. Breeze picks up and blows through the evening and then will diminish overnight through the morning hours. Nights and mornings with clear sky will be on the chilly side, and then daytime highs back above average by a few degrees. The bottom line, a nice week of spring weather. Nothing record-setting, nothing terribly warm, nothing terribly cold, no storm systems coming through the weekend, which I think is great news if you have some things like I do to do outside. Boy, I'm behind in the landscape. This is a good week to catch up. Also a good week to go ahead and think about getting those sprinklers going. Tomorrow morning a freeze in Reno Sparks, but for the rest of the week I think we're going to dodge the freezing temperatures. Next week though, we may get another shot of cold air. As we get closer, we'll have more information. Doesn't look like a wet change, but it does look like some colder air sliding down our way. That would wait until though a week from tonight, so Monday, Tuesday into next week. Lots of sunshine though in the short term. Boy, it looks great. Close to 60 Lake Tahoe by tomorrow afternoon. Backyard numbers close to 70 in Dayton and Silver Springs, back up to 68 Lockwood. I think we'll make 70 in the South Meadows. That's one of the spots. Around the airport, I think we'll make 70. I think we'll be close instead. Sun Valley, 68 by afternoon. So a chilly morning, but a pleasant afternoon of weather on Tuesday. Again, without the wind tomorrow, a beautiful day. Right? You throw wind into the mix. Today we had 67, not too far off that 70, but that wind definitely can put an edge on things in the month of April, and often does. Here's your 8-day forecast. Look at those low 70s. Sign me up for more of that.